Hello YouTube, I'm back! Yay! I bet you missed me. No? Okay, fine. I've been out solving the world's problems. And, yeah, I just thought I'd come back and make a little video about my fucking politics and shit, because I've kind of shifted a little bit to the left in more recent times. Like, I've gotta say, I just watched Newt Gingrich and his robot bitch wife with the scariest haircut in the entire world talking about politics and conservatism.
Barack Obama is the most dangerous president in modern American history. I think he represents a strain of left-wing big government. Government is smart, you're stupid. Government should decide everything. You're not capable of it. And let's look at his policies. Listen to his rhetoric. This is somebody who really does believe that if you're in private enterprise and you go out and you work hard, you're somehow doing bad things. The President of the United States, the most radical president in American history.
And now I know the political spectrum is quite different in England. Conservatives here in the UK are not quite like the ones in America, the Republican Party, but we've got a presidential election coming along, and every time I watch Republicans talk, I just think to myself, holy shit, the left is fucking better. And I know a lot of my fan base are kind of maybe in the middle, maybe a bit right. I still think the left are full of shit, but I gotta say, I just think right wingers a lot of the time are just fucking liars, man. They just talk complete and utter shit. You just gotta listen to any of these videos, and they just don't tell the truth.
He went around the world and apologized for America.
We will not apologize for our way of life.
He's also failed to communicate that military options are on the table.
I will not hesitate to use force when it is necessary to defend the United States and its interests.
He said that he was going to lower taxes for the middle class. Hasn't done that yet.
We cut taxes. We cut taxes for 95% of working families.
The reason we have high gasoline prices, maybe it's related to the fact that you stopped drilling in the Gulf.
Under my administrations, we have a near record number of oil rigs operating.
Guess how many agreements this president's put in place? 0.
Last month, we finalized a trade agreement with South Korea that will support at least 70,000 American jobs.
In his State of the Union address, he didn't even mention the debt or the deficits.
When it comes to the deficit, we've already agreed to more than $2 trillion in cuts and savings. Deficit, debt. That's how we'll reduce our deficit.
This is a president who fundamentally believes that this next century is the post-American century.
We will lead the way forward, and we will make the next century another great American century.
Because freedom and free enterprise are what create jobs, not government. We're going to replace the Obama job-killing tax policies with sweeping tax reform to jumpstart job creation.
If you elect me president, you're not going to see legalized marijuana. I'm going to fight it to the end.
It's this anti-government rhetoric which I cannot stand. It's as if Newt Gingrich and co will have you believe that every single thing the government does is bad, which is quite ironic considering the Republicans love the fucking army, which by the way is a part of the government. What, you want to get rid of the police, the fire department, public schools, roads? I mean, are you freaking crazy? And it's just a lie that's consistently spouted by them to fucking get voters in on them, and they feed off of this paranoia about the government. And sure, the government can be bad. There is such thing as government waste. Sure, governments can get a bit too fucking touchy-feely, like Mayor Bloomberg in New York banning big gulp sodas, which I imagine are really delicious. I'd love to buy one of them, but I can't now because of Mayor bloody Bloomberg. Sure, there is bad shit with the government, but Jesus Christ, like, if you cut out all of those bad things, as far as I'm concerned, big government is a good thing. You want to get something from your taxes, but these guys will have you believe that, you know, you're going to turn into fucking Soviet Russia or Cuba if you goddamn get a bit of fucking healthcare, for crying out loud. It's absolute madness. And the sad part of it all is you get all these wealthy millionaires who buy elections like Mitt Romney, and they basically, their platform is to fucking prop themselves up to get all of this low taxes for the wealthy, and that harms the middle classes which vote for them. And sure, we can all debate about tax and stuff like that, but come on, if you're earning about 20-30 million a year, you should fucking pay a tiny bit more. If you're on 100k a year, dare I say, 1 million. I don't want you getting taxed off your ass. But if you're able to buy a new fucking mansion every goddamn year, yeah, you know what, you should just pay a little bit more and give people a bit of health care or a bit of an education. I mean, is it so goddamn bad? You know, and this is why I'm getting sick and tired of people on the right. They're kind of just bullshitting us, getting us to believe that the government is bad when it is, but it can be great, you know, and these fuckers will have you believe the other. I kind of actually think that people on the left have a bit more shit to back up, whereas people on the right lie. For instance, the way people are blaming Obama for the American economy, saying that it's government spending which has gotten us here, and free market is the way forward, free market capitalism, man, you know, that kind of shit, when in all reality it was free market capitalism that allowed banks to have debt 10 times their worth. They go bust, we gotta fucking bail them out, otherwise we go to shit, and everywhere in the fucking West goes into debt and has to pay fucking China off. And this is all free market politics, and people on the right will have you fucking believe that it's actually leftist socialist policies which have gotten countries into debt. And of course, you know, you look at Greece, where they really were very socialist. They're in a far bigger mess than us in the UK, but Jesus Christ, it's this free market bullshit which has fucked us up, and these Republican motherfuckers lie all the time, and it's not too dissimilar here in the UK. And I just think they're kind of full of shit. Like, they talk about the government not interrupting in people's lives, yet they're more than happy to fucking tell women whether they can have an abortion or not, or stop gay people from getting married. God, I know I sound like such a liberal piece of shit, but Jesus Christ, these guys are just fucking barefaced liars. And when you look at these people, like, in the Republican Party conventions, I've been watching all of this shit, man. Mitt Romney is just, fuck you. I'm not a big fan of Obama, but Jesus Christ, Mitt Romney, what the fuck? Is that the best you can goddamn do? When I look at all these people in the audience, they're just drones. They're mindless fucking drones. All you hear is rhetoric from these leaders. They literally might as well just cut every speech down to like 30 seconds and just say, Obama is bad. We're good, by the way. You don't want that commie son bitch, because that is all they're fucking saying in all reality. And in London yesterday, I met a few like Floridians, if that's the term. I saw a nice little pub just half time when Arsenal was beating Liverpool. Yes. And I was trying to be British and polite and welcome these people, and I asked them about, they were from Florida, or Tampa Bay, I think was the Republican convention. I asked them what they thought of everything, and they were like, Mitt Romney, man, just anybody but Obama, you know, he's a communist socialist. And I really should have fucking said something, but I wanted to be polite and British. What an idiot, eh? And I basically just kind of laughed it off, kind of said, well, you know, Republicans are a bit this, but sure, man. And I hear this kind of shit, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, communism, socialism, do you even motherfuckers even know what that means? Because I bet you motherfucking don't. And basically, I've been away for a long time, and I've just kind of like shifted little bit by bit back to the left where I've always belonged. And yeah, I still believe that kind of shit, like multiculturalism is bullshit and Islamophobia is bullshit. I still believe all that crap, but I've got to say, kind of more and more feeling reinforced in me really kind of always voting for the left. I think the left are slightly better. They're not perfect, but at least they're a bit more fucking honest. I know they lie all the goddamn time and like they bullshit about stuff, like great cases like Trayvon Martin, man, MSNBC, the call George Zimmerman made, who is guilty by the fucking way. He's talking to the police, and the police asks him, this guy you're following, what color is he? And George Zimmerman's like, oh, he's black.
This guy looks like he's up to no good. He looks black.
Did you see what he was wearing?
Yeah, a dark hoodie. This guy looks like he's up to no good, or he's on drugs or something. It's raining, and he's just walking around looking about.
Okay, and this guy, is he white, black, or Hispanic?
He looks black.
So they basically edited out the bit where the police officers were asking him what race he was. So believe me, I still think people on the left can be full of shit. But I just, you know what, like, they're the right, the left are the lesser of two evils, and you know it's fucking true. and I've just kind of come to these conclusions really. And yeah, I'm gonna try and make some more videos, and you know, my head's spinning. Maybe I'll like fucking come up with some more intriguing shit. I know this wasn't the most entertaining video I've ever made as my big grand comeback, but I will make some cool shit soon. So if you're still around, still giving a fuck about me, then yo, I'll be back, and peace out. Yo, Jesus Christ, I sound like a motherfucking
Since I had met you, girl, you run my brain. You stole my heart.